So when you first open up my program, it should look something like this. The first step we'll need to do is to ungroup everything so we can move things around. Let's first make sure our size is good, and I think that's a pretty good height for what I'm wanting. If you want a different, either bigger or smaller, you can adjust them by clicking on the size here. So we will then go over to shapes and do some score lines. Move the score line. We will need it on our pumpkins here and just make it long enough for the pumpkin. Then click on the pumpkin, hold down Shift to click the score line, then align, center, and that'll move the pumpkin and this score line to the center of your pumpkin. So when we go to make it, your score line will go right down the middle. We'll do that for the rest of these yellow pumpkins and this orange pumpkin pieces as well, which is the inside. You also need the score line here on the stems as well. Another way to select everything is just to drag a box around it. And those are all centered now. It's okay if your score line goes a little bit past your design. It's better to be a little bit extra over than not enough. So now those all look good. This piece here, the orange, is going to be the center inside these white spots showing through, which I'm going to make this shiny gold color. And then I will make my pumpkins a shiny stem, a shiny green, and then just a plain orange for this piece of the pumpkin. The next thing we also have to do is make sure that the score line and the pumpkin are attached. So when you go to hit make it, they stay together. So here, these are all the lines, the score lines I have not attached yet. But you can see the one pumpkin I did attach. The score line stays with it. So let's go back and attach all of those. And then we can hit make it. Now I have all of my pieces cut out. I used this cardstock and cut it on light cardstock from Michaels. And then for the glitter, I used glitter cardstock setting. I went ahead and folded some. There's a crease, and you just fold it right on the crease. This will kind of be what it'll look like when it's all assembled. So I'm going to start by using some Elmo's glue. I just put it in this easy thin needle so it's easier to apply. And I don't get a lot of extra glue everywhere. dry as we finish the others. Okay, now that we have our pieces together done, you could leave the pumpkin like that and put it as a decoration, or put them together to make a 3D pumpkin. Ideally, I should probably let these dry a little bit more, but for the video's sake, we will continue. You would just glue the two ends together. If you have some clips, they can help hold it as it dries. Probably keep these clips a little bit longer to let the glue dry a little bit longer. I'm going to let this sit and dry. Here's the pumpkin all finished. If you would like to make this as well, then please head down to my website. The link will be in the description below, and you can get this SVG file for free from my library. You just have to sign up to my weekly newsletter, which will let you know what other projects I'll be doing. So if you'd like to see this and other things, then I hope to see you there. Thanks. Happy crafting.